All right, today I'm working on a 2015 Dodge Caravan, and the transmission is the 62TE front-wheel drive 6-speed transmission. So the car was towed in from a wholesale account. Basically, when it came off the flatbed, I guess the guy started it up to back it off the flatbed and left the car running. And by the time I got in it, which was about 3 minutes later, the car wouldn't move, and it was making that, of course, that high-pitched whining noise, which is the classic sound of a clogged filter. So I shut it off for 2 or 3 minutes, sat there, started up, and I was able at least to pull it into a parking spot. So we got it dealing with a definite clog screen, 47,000 miles on the car, and we're lucky if we can go from the front yard to the backyard before it stopped moving. It was pretty bad. So, of course, we're doing the job. This is it here. I'm just trying again to keep up with the work. It's unbelievably busy. And going through the transmission, I really didn't see much that would say, okay, here's the problem. This is why my screen is clogged. This is coming apart. Really didn't see anything like that. I did find burnt clutches from the restriction from the filter, you know, killing some of the line pressure. So the conclusion I came to more than likely is we're dealing with a bad converter, or the converter clutch, the material flaked off, got into the filter, clogged the filter, transmission is done. So this is it here, and I want to show you something. I'm going to get into why I'm filming this in a minute. I want to show you something with the compounder assembly and the parts that I got. I'll explain everything in a minute. And I just wanted to mention one more thing. You know, going through this transmission, I may have mentioned this before, I may not have, especially if you're going to be working on the valve body. What I've been seeing the last couple of these units that I've been working on, you know, I always recommended, I know I said before, I've always recommended changing this lockup solenoid when having this valve body out and doing the solenoid pack. This is like an absolute must because there's a lot of problems. But you want to inspect this bracket. I've been seeing a lot of these. Even if you have the pan off, take a look at the solenoid because the brackets have been breaking a lot. This is like the third or fourth time that I've seen that, and one of them was so bad the solenoid was actually still connected to the wire but just kind of dangling. So just take a look at that, and of course, again, if you do have a solenoid code, like a solenoid circuit code, and you're changing the solenoid pack and you got to pull the valve body out, definitely do that solenoid. And as far as the solenoid pack and TCC solenoid, only go OE, don't go any other way than that. And filter too. You'd have to change the filter. This is the one I got from Transtar, and this of course is in a Mopar box. Here's the sticker for the Mopar, it's covered, but OE filter as well. Okay, so standard procedure when I overhaul one of these is a banner kit with pistons. All right, I just finished one, and I guess maybe I got the last one that they had. I'm not really sure, but he didn't have the banner kit there, so I do get the parts I need: the banner kit, overhaul, and clutches, and all the pistons are listed separately. So, you know, basically it's a banner kit with pistons. Sometimes it comes in a different box, and there's a separate box for the piston kit. It's real nice. But this particular one, I got the pistons separately. So I'm going through the box, and then, you know, most of the pistons are in a box like this, and of course there is the Mopar sign. And then I get 2 pistons, which is the direct clutch, the balance piston is OE, and the low clutch. All right, and I have them in these bags, which came, you know, from Transtar, and they sell, you know, OE, and they sell aftermarket. You know, people have preferences of what they want to use. So I guess he did not have, he knows what I like, but I guess they didn't have them, so he sent me these, but I had a halt on this because now I'm waiting for the OE pistons. And when I saw the bag, and the bag begins with an A, that means aftermarket. So the 2 pistons, the low clutch and the direct clutch piston, but the balance piston wasn't here, and the other ones, you know, are also either Transtech or OE. So I call them up and I say, you know, I don't really want to use these. please get me OE pistons, so they have them. They're a day out, not a big deal. Spoke to the customer and just told him I'm stuck for parts, there's nothing I can do, so he's okay with that. But I wanted to put these pistons in, and I'll clean them up, and I told him what I was going to do, and he's okay with that. Just to see how they would work, you know, especially this, the low clutch doesn't really seem too bad, but just the fact that it's an aftermarket piston makes me nervous, and I don't like to use that, especially with a transmission like this. I have seen these pistons, the bonding come off, and with the aftermarket ones, you know, I'm not sure if the piston could lose its shape. It could start slipping 2 or 3 months down the road. I just don't like it, so I'm not going to use it. And then, you know, I put this in and I put some oil around it. It seemed like it air checked okay. And I put this piston and the OE balance piston, and I put some oil around this one. And this piston, brand new, leaks. And I wanted to show you that. So again, doing these with the warranty for a wholesale account, and these, you know, wholesale accounts, they're good accounts. We get a lot of work from certain repair shops. You know, sometimes I got 5 cars, 1 week, 5 cars here from the same place. And this is one of those busy shops. So I don't want to have any issues. So that's why I am doing this. Okay, all right, just had to walk away there for 2 seconds. All right, so I got the new piston in here again. The piston is leaking that I wanted to show you. So I have, let me just take this off here. Here's the low drum. I have my shaft set up with the rings on it, of course, to do the air checking. Now we're going to put this in here. I have the drum. This drum came through with the non-rotational rings. All right, this is 2015. All right, so what I'm going to do is I want to get close up onto this drum. I'm just going to put a little bit of air in there, and you'll see the bubbles coming up from in between the drum and the piston. You know, the balance piston is not leaking in that area. It's leaking in between the drum and the piston. So if it's leaking now and this guy's driving it, you know, there's these caravans, you know, these people just drive these things. This one only has 47,000 miles on it, but the one I just finished has 219,000 miles on it. But I'm afraid a few months down the road, hey, you know, this thing's gonna produce a code, have a problem, and we're gonna have to pull it out and possibly redo this and fix it under warranty, so I'd rather just do this now. All right, so let me get a little closer right on top of the drum here, and I'm going to blow some air in it. I don't have the replacement, the OE piston. I won't have that till tomorrow, and then once I get it, I got to get this thing together because I got to try to get this back to him ASAP. Again, he understands about the delay, but you know, he needs the car. All right, so let me get a little closer, and I'm going to air check this, and you will see the leak. All right, so we're going to look in this area right here. I'm going to put some air to it, a little bit of air. And there's the leak. So I got the OE piston coming on this drum and also on a low clutch drum. The others are either Trans-Tech or OE pistons. So I just kind of want to show you that. I had a feeling, you know, because again, aftermarket parts, I'm very nervous to use them. The piston just came in the bag, no writing on it, no nothing on it. And I just don't want to have a problem down the road, whether it be 3 months, 4 months, 6 months, but I think there will be a problem down the road. So I got the OE piston coming for both drums, and I'm going to continue to put this together. I'll be getting them tomorrow. probably in the morning. Unfortunately, I won't be able to kind of show you with the OE one because I have to get this thing together and get it back in the car ASAP. All right, so that's about it for this 2015 Dodge Caravan 62 TE. And again, in my banner kit with pistons, I got aftermarket piston on the direct clutch and aftermarket piston on the low drum. And I am changing them both out. I am waiting for both OE pistons, which honestly normally comes in the banner kits with pistons. They normally don't put those aftermarket ones in, but I think the fact that they were out of them because there were none at the local warehouse that picks parts for me. So I guess that's what was had, and that's what was put in the kit. But I do have the OEs coming, and I'll feel much better doing that. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Have a great day, and we will see you next one.